I was alone in a bakery last Saturday night because my girlfriend was busy being imaginary. It's a full-time job for her. And I asked the baker, I said, "What's good?" And he's like, "Try this." It was a Russian bakery. "It's better than sex." And like, I get that, you know? Like, as someone who's clearly sacrificed sexual encounters for hundreds of Egg McMuffins, like, I know exactly what he's talking about. But the thing is, it doesn't really work the other way around, you know? I've never rolled off a woman and had her whisper into my ear, "That was exactly like a lobster!" Except when I had sex with that lobster. I'm just kidding. No, no. You guys watch this show, Heroes? Woo! I don't watch it. It's awkward for me because I'm a hero. A guitar hero. I'm unemployed. Speaking of my parents, ever since I started doing stand-up, they like to call me with joke suggestions. And so my dad called me up. He was like, "Hey, son," because that's my impersonation of all adults. "I got a joke for you. How about the fact that I sent my son to Harvard," I go to Harvard by the way, "to become a stand-up comedian?" Which isn't really a joke, right? That's like a blatant criticism of how I'm living my life. So instead of getting mad, I decided to write my dad a joke in his style for him. A guy walks into a bar and stays there my entire childhood. So I have this thing of lotion by my bed. And I realized there's no combination of me plus having lotion by my bed that like reflects positively on me. Like on one hand it's like, yeah, I'm jerking it that much. And on the other hand it's like, yeah, I've got skin problems. So I recently scored with a female woman. It's not true, but let's go with it for the joke. And I started thinking, score, why do we say this? And I think the reason is because when athletes achieve their goal on the field of play, they score. And when they achieve their goal on the field of human vagina, they score. And everyone else just started saying this because athletes have so much sex, because the world's cruel and fucked up like that. But then I started thinking, I realized like other people do it too, you know? There's like, I just sealed the deal, that's a businessman. Or I just drilled a girl, that's a dentist. I just bagged that bitch, that's an animal control guy. I just boned that chick, that's an orthopedic surgeon. I just deboned that chick, that's an evil orthopedic surgeon. I just harpooned that whale, that's a whale assassin. I just executed 2 criminals, that's a prison guard that just had a threesome. So, I'm not the type of guy that like, goes places or does things ever. And I like to stay in, but my friends have started accusing me of being an alcoholic because I'll like stay in and enjoy like 1 or 2 boxes of wine. It's not like I'm there alone. I'm there with my buddies, Mario and Luigi. They're super. My problem is that like I don't like this whole thing that like drinking makes you manly, you know? And like plus I go to Harvard, so it's never like, you know, just drinking. It's like, there are sober kids in Africa right now! And so I was at this party the other day, and this giant hulking man comes up to me, who looks like he had for dinner what the entire country of Botswana had last year. And I had a reasonably manly drink, you know, it was like only light pink. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Raging." "No, you're not. You want to learn how to take a man shot?" I'm like, "I don't think I have a choice." So he tells me, he says, "First, you take a razor blade and you slit open your chest. Then you take the vodka and you pour it on the slit on your chest. And then you shoot your dog." Yeah. And that's just not for me. You know, like, I would be cool if instead of being cool to pound beers, it was like cool to pound a whole thing of Oreos. You know, and not only would it be cool, but I'd be modest, because I'd have this great ability, but I wouldn't flaunt it. I'd still do it alone in my basement while crying and watching Gossip Girl. But that'd be fine, right? There's more than one way to skin a cat. Is everyone okay with that? That's just like a normal thing we say? Like, how do we even know this? With some guy just like, I'm 14, I'm 15, you know? And who the hell kept selling this guy cats, you know? We got plenty of dogs, skin the dogs. You know, like, why skinning cats? Is that because there's not more than one way to do everything else? Like, is there not more than one way to fuck a horse or more than one way to burn down an orphanage? There are 13 distinct ways to burn down an orphanage. So speaking of blowjobs, the first blowjob, a lot of trust there, right? Because before that, everything you put into a mouth got eaten. At this point, blowjobs are one of those things that I only get on Valentine's Day, because that's the only day I can justify buying a hooker. And I started thinking about Valentine's Day, and it's a weird day, right? It'd be like if, it's the only day we have that's like entirely devoted to an emotion. It'd be like if we had a holiday for angst, and we just all sit around going like, oh, what if? You know? Or like if we had like a holiday for ambivalence, and like, I don't really know what we'd be doing that one. But I did research, and it turns out there is a holiday devoted to an emotion, sorrow, in certain Middle Eastern countries. And it's celebrated every single day. Thank you.